Welcome back to Patman Garage. This is going to be a real-time video today. This is Friday the 18th, and we're going to do a couple little projects and take Fiddy out for a drive. So this little spot right here, I'm going to add another shelf, which means I need to extend my brackets down. But we're going to make a small little trophy shelf essentially. But yeah, like I said, after that we're going to take Fiddy out and take her for a test drive because I got to go run some errands. And yeah, so should be a good day. And hang on, here we go. Alright, I got the shelf mostly emptied out, and I just wanted to take 2 seconds and discuss that this video is not going to be all about the shelf. I do have lots of things I'm going to be talking about with Fiddy once we take her for a drive. Some mods that are in progress. Yeah, so stay tuned. You'll want to see it. So I needed to extend the bars down, so I bought new brackets so I can have a shelf bracket coming off that. So I bought identical to the same style that I had when I bought the house. I just bought longer versions so we can hang another shelf there. I was able to do that without completely unloading the shelves, just mostly. And I got one more to do over here, and then we'll get this thing built back up. Well, that turned out pretty nice. Somewhere I have a plaque, I believe it is, from like, geez, 2008 or 2009 from a car show. But that'll look really nice. I got my clock here too, that LED clock, but well, or neon looking clock. But this shelf's just a placeholder for now until I can buy the correct white one. But overall, that came out pretty nice. So we'll get it loaded back up with all the house stuff, put the tools away, and then we'll take her out on the streets. All right, we're doing truck stuff today. I got a wheel and tire loaded up, and I got some parts I need to go compare when I go to O'Reilly's. But yeah, let's make it a work truck day. How about that? Okay, so now that we're back in Fiddy and we're getting ready to go for a drive, I added this recently, USB 3.0 fast charging. I figured that was kind of an out of the way place to put a charger, and that'll allow me to charge my phone and GoPro and all that stuff on the road, which is good. And it will finally replace my super old AT&T cigarette lighter charger, but this will be a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more modern. Also in the same area, this is another thing I've been working on, is adding my cruise control for the Coyote swap. I still need to do the calibration on it. We'll save that for another day. And then there's a couple more things that are in the works, and we'll talk about those in just a minute once we get on the road. Another thing I did recently was add the high-speed function. So the base Coyote will turn on the electric fans at 220 degrees, which is fine, but it's a little warmer than I like to run the engine, generally speaking, and it's warmer than the thermostat is fully opened. But it's kind of like a fail-safe built into the Coyote. But I wanted to be able to run the fans exactly like the factory does, OEM does. So I have switches that mimic grounding the relays that the PCM would be doing. So the PCM is still functioning, is still capable of doing that. The benefit of doing this is the Coyote had no idea about AC demands because the AC is all 03 original. So doing it this way, I'm able to force the fans on, which means I have adequate airflow for adequate heat exchange, so I can have nice crispy cold AC, especially on weeks like this where it's going to be like 109 today. Ridiculous, but so that's another change, is I finally wired up the high-speed function of that. For the last 4 years I've only had the low-speed function, which was enough for days except for when it's really, really hot. So we'll go get her out on the road and see how she does. So another thing I worked on was making my fuel gauge more accurate. I will go into more detail about that when that video comes out soon. But yeah, one of the things I wanted to discuss, or I guess tease about, but upcoming videos here. So here in about 6 weeks or so approximately, Fiddy will be turning 20. So I have lots of little to-do things that I've been trying to get through. Some small stuff to kind of finish up on the swap. Some new mods that are coming down the pipe as well. So I hope you're ready for some more Fiddy content, because there is a lot coming in the next few weeks. I just got to get it all edited and get it all together so it makes sense. But yeah, we're making good progress with some of my little to-do items, and we're gonna keep plugging away at it as we have time in my free time. And I'm excited. My goal for this year, I've said it before, but my goal is to run a 12-second quarter mile. I don't know if we're going to make it or not, but we're going to do our best to try to get there. Like I said, I have several mods that are coming. It'll still be NA, so I'm sorry to get your hopes up if you think we're getting supercharged or something, but that's definitely not in the budget right now. But like I said, overall, a little bit here and there will add up to hopefully a little bit quicker time. And yeah, we're going to keep running some errands, and if we get a chance where we're not following a cop that just pulled over right there, then maybe we can do a pull here in a minute. But for right now, we're going to head over to Discount and get that tire put on for my father-in-law.
next right, then turn right.
Nervous pulling into a new place because I don't ever know if I am going to have the ground clearance and what the parking lot's shaped like. So this was a little bit of a ambitious, or I don't know what the correct adjective there is, but it's a little bit of a unusual move for me to drive Fiddy for the first time somewhere. Usually like to go and scout it out ahead of time. So we'll get this over in the office and get the tire swapped out and see how we do. So we're done at Discount Tire. It took them probably almost 2 hours to do the tire, just a single tire, and I brought it to him off the truck. But it is what it is. Had a comfy little seat in the waiting area, and now we can continue on our day. This truck does not turn around at all. Anyways, we'll get moving. Get headed out of here. Still got to go to O'Reilly's, and then we'll be heading back to the house. AC's already cooling off nicely. We're not quite down to full temp yet, but we'll get there. Throttle or so. Need to go all out. Haven't been watching my playlist on my Coyote Swap Mach 1 project, that is almost, as far as the videos, we're almost to the point where it's running and driving. So keep an eye on that. I'm going to finish running my errands. I will catch y'all back at the garage in a little while. walking out from lunch and looks like a 10th gen found me in the parking lot. It's funny how much shorter Fiddy looks when you got a tall four-wheel drive next to it. I have to take a couple pictures of that. That's pretty funny. All right, we are back home and it is getting obscenely hot outside. It's like 102 or 103 now, and it's only 1 o'clock. We're in for a rough afternoon. So got Fiddy home tucked in the garage, and we'll let this truck cool down. We'll let her cool down and go back to sleep and hibernate for a little while until the next time she's out in the garage. But like I said, we do have multiple new videos coming very, very soon. In the next several days, or next several weeks, have multiple videos coming out of modifications and small projects and whatnot. So please stay tuned for those. If you haven't already subscribed, I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, then hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss a video, all that good stuff. And feel free to share out my content with other guys. The more I can get views on the channel and the more people I can get eyes on my work, then we can start doing more projects, and I've got more stuff in mind as well. So yeah, I appreciate all the support and all the help I can get. And that's it for today. I will catch you in the next one.